Welcome to Crime in Court. My name is Heather, and this is a Delphi update. It's actually, as the thumbnail suggests, it's latest breaking news. So just today, this order came out. It was issued by Judge Francis Skull, who, if you're following the Delphi case, you will know that she is the presiding judge over the Delphi case. So this order, we don't have much information. It's just a little snippet. This is a screenshot of what is on the docket. At this point, we don't actually have any. They're not giving us the actual orders. It's just listed in the docket on their website as this is what you're seeing. So, order issued, the court having reviewed defendant's motion for early trial. So I reported on this just earlier. I just wrapped up a video from all of the motions that happened last week, and now here we are with new things coming down. But anyways, it's good to know that the documents are getting read, and Judge Gull is seeing them. So she is granting their early trial. She now grants said motion and sets this matter, so this jury trial, this case is now going to a jury on May 13th through the 31st, 2024. So how many weeks is that? The 13th through the 31st? That's not a very long trial. May 13th. It's only 3 weeks. It's a 3-week trial. Who thinks that it'll get done in 3 weeks? I think I might need more time. I don't know if 3 weeks is enough. That's my opinion. But anyways, so they're scheduled. So starting May 13th, 8 a.m., we will have a trial for Indiana versus Richard Allen in the unalivings of Abby and Libby. So this is all the information we have. It was notified, all the council was notified. Interestingly, it says that this order is 3/7/2024, but it wasn't issued until today. So she had it ready. I mean, maybe she was like finalizing the dates or the schedule or something, because they put in their motion for early trial on the 6th. So she obviously saw it, and by the 7th she had something ready and drafted. So maybe it wasn't finalized until just today, but so it's fine. It's on the docket today now, and that's what we know. So we're going to have a trial in May. What do you think? Is this some kind of crazy strategic thing that the defense is playing games with the prosecution, or do you think they're legitimately ready to go to trial? I think they were legitimately ready to go to trial back in January when the first trial was supposed to start before Judge Gull took them off the case. So now I think, potentially they might be ready, but they still have to sort through all that discovery that has been given back to them. Because it was taken from them, and now it's been given back to them. And they have to reorganize it, they have to reclassify things, they have to make it make sense to themselves again. And they have to look through it and make sure that the prosecution didn't sneak something in that they didn't get before. That's a big thing that they have to look for. So, because Slick Nick has been trying these kind of sleight of hands, like, here's the discovery about the Odinism, but it's all hidden in this little file that you would never find. So he's playing these little games. I think the prosecution is playing games, and Judge Gull was even playing games. So that's my opinion anyways, and I'm glad I'm not anywhere near her jurisdiction. So that's where we are today. We know that this is happening. What do you guys think? This is approximately 70 days away-ish, or well, a little less now, which is, if you missed it in my first video, it is a law. You know what? Let me pull that up. Let me grab my PDF from last time. Sorry, let me move this. You don't need to see what I'm doing. Where did I put it? Go to my last. Here it is. I have the actual court. I should have pulled this up first, but I covered this in another video. So let me try looking through this here. So in another video I went through all of the motions from last week, and I went through. Let me find it here. Now, sorry, I should have prepped for this. So here's where they filed for the motion for early trial, and that was on the 6th, so we knew that. So Indiana court rules require that a trial for a defendant held in jail on pending charges, a trial must be commenced no later than 70 calendar days from the date of the filing. This is a requirement. This new motion requires that Judge Gall had to have set the trial date no later than May 15th, according to when this was filed. So Indiana Rules of Criminal Procedure, this was adopted the 1st, or effective the 1st of this year. So speedy trial requirements and remedies. A defendant held in jail on a pending charge may move for an early trial. If such motion is filed, a trial must be commenced no later than 70 calendar days from the date of such motion, except as follows. So it is required by his constitutional rights are required that he gets his trial set within 70 days from this filing. The only exceptions that Judge Gull would have to not give him the trial, which, as we know, she just granted, but the only exceptions would have been delays due to congestion of the court calendar or emergencies excluded from the 70-day calculation. The defendant who moved for early trial is released from jail. So if that were to have happened, his charges would have been before the expiration, and the charges would have been dropped. And then, an act of the defendant, I feel like I can't clear my throat. An act of the defendant that delays the trial. So if the defense team filed some kind of motion that would pause the clock, then that might, delay their trial, the speedy clock trial. So, or no, I guess it's not a speedy trial. It is a early trial. I don't know what the difference is, but it's early in the sense, speedy in that it's early. I don't know. So if a defendant is held beyond the time limit of this section and moves for a dismissal, the criminal charge against the defendant must be dismissed. So if she didn't grant them the trial within this time frame by May 15th, and he was held past that time, then his charges would have to be dismissed. So I wanted to pull that up for you to give you a little bit more background. Hopefully that makes a little more sense now. So there you have it. You know about as much as I do regarding her Judge Gull's thinking behind anything. So, but she had to do this. I mean, she had no choice but to do this. So it's weird because there's other things that I'm like, well, she had no choice but to do something else, but she still did the exact opposite. So I don't know. She definitely had no choice but to grant him this motion because of his constitutional rights. And that would ensure, if she missed it, that, the charges would drop. So I'm sure she wanted to get that one done. Anyways, what do you guys think about the motion for early trial? Do you think that the prosecution is going to be fumbling because they're not ready? That's what I think. Personally, I think the defense is going to be ready to go. They're going to be ready to tear everybody a new one when they need to, and questioning them. And it's going to be something to watch, I think, watching his attorneys, who I believe that they believe wholeheartedly in Rick Allen's innocence. And they're going to really fight hard for him in that courtroom. And I think it's going to be an interesting one to watch. But I don't think we're actually going to get cameras, unfortunately, because Gull is, well, she sucks. Let's just say that. Unless we get a new judge or something, which I really hope we do, because I can't see this going to trial with Judge Gull overseeing it. But at this point, that's what's happening. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more Delphi updates and other cases that involve corruption, cover up, misuse or overreach of government, abuse of power. These are the kinds of cases that I like to cover. So if you're interested in cases like that, please subscribe and learn more about those cases with me as we go along. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Take care. If you've been impacted by a true crime and would like your story told in your own words, or if you or someone you know has been wrongfully convicted or accused of a crime, please write to crimeincourtchannel@gmail.com and tell us your real true crime encounters. Thanks for watching.